Should you get the iPhone 12 mini in 2024? So the iPhone 12 mini was released back in 2020, which was almost 4 years ago, and it may just be the best iPhone to get right now depending on what your budget is and what you're looking for in a phone. So if you're looking for a tiny device that's really portable, you might want to consider getting this phone. Let's start off by looking at the design of this phone. The iPhone 12 and 12 mini is the first major redesign ever since the iPhone X, which had the removal of the home button, and it replaced it with these with the home button gestures. And the iPhone 12 also has a design with flat edges similar to the iPhone 4 and iPhone 5 designs. The iPhone 12 mini comes in 6 different colors, which are black, white, and product red, which is the one that I have right now, as well as green, blue, and purple. So at the front, we have a 5.4-inch screen from one corner to the other, and this makes this the smallest phone ever since the 2016 iPhone SE. This also makes it so that it's one of the few phones that you can actually use in just one hand here in 2024. Now, let's take a look at the design of this device. So at the bottom, we have the Lightning connector. So there's no USB-C port on this device, and we also don't have a headphone jack. This was removed back on the iPhone 7. So if you wanted to use earbuds, you would have to use either wireless earbuds, or you could use an adapter, or you can also use wired earbuds that connect through the Lightning port. So if we flip over to the side of the device, you'll see that there's the SIM card tray here, and this was removed on the iPhone 14 and on the iPhone 15 for the US models. Then if we flip over to the side of the device, you'll see that we also have a physical SIM card tray here. This was removed on the iPhone 14 and iPhone 15 only for the US models. So if you live in the United States, you would have to use eSIM on the newer models. Now on the back of this phone, we have the MagSafe feature here. So you could actually charge devices like this. You could just attach it to the MagSafe charger, and you can see that it'll just stand up like this. And something else that you could do with it is you could connect to MagSafe wallets. So you could just attach it on magnetically on the back of the phone. And the last thing I'm going to cover about the design of this device are the cameras. So they don't really stick out too much. So if you wanted to use it without a case, you could do that. It won't really bother you. On the newer phones, it would be hard to use without a case because it does bother me quite a bit. But with this phone, you wouldn't have to do that. Now let's talk about the hardware of the iPhone 12 mini. So this device has Apple's 6-core A14 Bionic processor. Right now on the latest iPhones, we have the A17 chip. It also has 3 different storage options. There's 64, 128, and 256 gigabytes. Also, this iPhone carries an IP68 water and dust resistance down to 20 feet deep for a full half hour. The iPhone 12 series are also the first iPhone models to be supplied from launch without earbuds, as well as no wall adapter either. And Apple said that this was done to reduce carbon emissions and waste since most users already own these. The iPhone 12 and 12 mini are also the first iPhones to ever support 5G, and this allows upload speeds of up to 200 megabits per second and download speeds of up to 4 gigabits per second. A new feature called Smart Data Mode enables 5G only when necessary to preserve battery life. Now that is it for the speeds of the iPhone 12 mini. Let's talk about the display of this phone. The iPhone 12 mini, like I said earlier, it features a 5.4-inch display from one corner to the other. And the screen has a Super Retina XDR OLED technology at a resolution of 2340 by 1080 pixels. And the pixel density is 476 pixels per inch. And this is actually the highest it's ever been on any iPhone. And as for the brightness, it goes up to 1200 nits when viewing HDR content, similar to the iPhone 12 Pro. And the normal brightness is 625 nits. And the maximum refresh rate is just 60 Hz. The iPhone 12 mini also had a huge improvement in their durability, so the screen is described as having 4 times better drop performance and being tougher than any smartphone glass, and that is because it has improved glass ceramic covering called Ceramic Shield. Let's now talk about the battery life of this phone. The iPhone 12 mini has a 2227 mAh battery, and just like with previous iPhones, this battery is not officially user replaceable. So if you wanted to get the battery replaced, you would have to take it to Apple's official store. Of course, third-party repair shops do still work, but it is more risky. Now, according to Apple, this iPhone provides video playback of up to 15 hours, streamed video playback for up to 10 hours. So this would be if you're watching live streams on YouTube or Twitch or any other platform. And you could also listen to audio for up to 50 hours if your device is turned off. However, this is largely exaggerated, and others have reported having a much shorter battery life of just a few hours. Keep in mind that this phone is small, so it was hard for Apple to fit such a large battery, but you can actually get one of these battery cases. I will have it linked in the description in case you want to get one of these. It is around 30 to 40 bucks, so be sure to check that out. Now that is it for the battery of the iPhone 12 mini. Let's take a look at the camera quality. So this device has two rear 12 megapixel cameras, which are wide and ultra wide, and they both record at 4K at 60 frames per second, and they both support night mode for both photo and time lapse at full resolution. Smart HDR has also been improved thanks to Smart HDR 3. So let's just take a look at how good the cameras are. So let's first off go into the camera app, and I'm going to take a photo on this device. Now here's what the photo looks like. It's obviously not that bad, but it's not the best either. Keep in mind that in the photo, I'm not using natural lighting. I'm using the artificial light that's in my room. So here's what the photo looks like on the iPhone 14 Pro. Just for comparison, keep in mind that this is not the latest iPhone 15 Pro, but it is still a pretty big difference. Even though the iPhone 12 mini can capture pretty high quality photos, it won't be that professional. Now let's finish off the camera test on the iPhone 12 mini with a video test on this device. So here's what video looks like on the iPhone 12 mini, and let's just try focusing on my iPhone so you can see the video. And the camera quality is actually really good. And here's what 0.5 times zoom looks like. Now here's what video looks like on the year-and-a-half old iPhone 14 Pro. And let's try focusing on this phone again so you can see the details. And this is what it looks like with 0.5 times zoom. And that is a pretty big improvement from the previous iPhone 12 mini. Within 2 weeks of its public release, a thread was started on Apple support communities showcasing a problem with the iPhone 12 and 12 Pro OLED panel. Black pixels not shutting off completely. So this is what it looked like. So in this image, the phone on the left was not able to display the right colors on the screens. A decent number of users have since posted replies reporting the same problem. Photos and videos have been shared online demonstrating the issue, and as of January 2024, Apple has not yet made an official statement on the problem. Now that is it for the iPhone 12 mini here in 2024. I hope you all liked this video, and if you did, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and check out my channel to see more videos like this in the future.